Drop the nines and let me know my audio is great, man. Also, don't forget to hit that post notification bell to select all and that subscription icon if this is your first time on this platform, man. All right, we're going to have a lot going on over here. As I told y'all, if you over here and you looking for me on this platform and I ain't here, then you should be on Facebook looking for me because I'm going to be on Facebook when I'm not over here. Okay? So, yeah, do me a favor and pound that like button up, y'all. Do me a favor if you here, pound that like button up. Share it as well. Share it as well. This is gonna be a good live, y'all. I feel like this is a much needed live right here. I ain't gonna lie. It may sound simple because the further you get along in your spirituality, you start thinking everybody on your level. You start thinking everybody know what you know, but the whole time they don't. So they need to have their brain refreshed or brought up to date in terms of like, you know, what it is that they need to be looking for. Because I'm gonna tell you, the first thing you need to be trying to do coming into spirituality is find out how it is you're gonna protect yourself. Y'all do me a favor, man. If you in here, hit that like button up, pound that like button up, man. We trying to make some noise over here. I feel like our presence is most definitely necessary over here on this platform. Even though we're gonna bring other topics and other formats, you know, I got some interviews I want to do. I want to bring over here to this platform as well, y'all. Even though we're gonna do that, you know, when we come over here and we sit down like this from a one-on-one level, y'all, we gonna chop it up and we gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? So that's my first thing I want y'all to know on this live. If you take nothing else away from this live, man, coming into spirituality, man, you need to know the first thing you should be doing is trying to protect yourself. Figuring out how it is that you're gonna protect yourself. Because when you understand spirituality and you start to figure out what things is and how they're played out and the way they're initiated, you're gonna start to come to the realization that, like I say, your spiritual warfare is gonna be directly connected to you in some way, form, or fashion, man. That's big facts. P-Town Prince, welcome to the live. Julie Ramos, welcome to the live. Peace, love, light to you too, Rainbow Bird. Yeah, so let me start this out with the right spiritual energy, man. I want to start this out by saying peace to the gods and goddesses, peace to the ancestors, peace to the high vibrational beings, peace to the spiritual guides, peace to the ascended masters, and peace to my spiritual team and the Most High for giving me the strength to do what I do on a day-to-day basis. I love them, I love them, I love them, man. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all come on in here, man. If you just now getting in here, please pound that like button and do not forget to hit that post notification bell and select all. That way you will be notified whenever we go live over here, y'all. That's big facts. So like I say, man, today we're going to be talking about 15 ways to know that you are under demonic attack. Not spiritual attack, even though we know demonic attack goes hand in hand with spiritual attacks. But this is specifically going to be talking about demonic attack. Yeah. Okay? See, the information that I'm about to, like, give y'all, bro, people don't want y'all to know, bro. And the only ones who know is the ones that's really, really out there doing their homework. Okay? The ones that's really, really, really out there trying to make sure that they're protected. Because a lot of the times, the things that you go through in your life, I can guarantee you, somebody helped you along the way in that. Now, some things happen naturally, but yeah, you was helped along the way in some way, form, or fashion. Okay? I'll never forget, y'all. You have to understand that some of these towns, man, that we live in, man, they hold a certain energy, a certain frequency. A lot of stuff happened on this land, you know? A lot of wars took place. And not just, I mean, from a government standpoint, but from your ancestral standpoint. You know, even they had a war at one point. You know, a lot of blood was shed on this land, and that's what keeps the spirit here, because you have to understand that your blood is the spirit. Your blood holds life. That's the life force. You see what I'm saying? Y'all drop them names for me. So, with that being said, man, you come to some of these towns, man, and you really don't know what to expect, y'all. I remember a couple years ago, man, when I first moved to the present town that I'm in right now, man, I didn't move here. I apologize. I was coming to visit, y'all. I was actually coming to visit this town because my brother stayed down here, okay? It was around his birthday, but prior to this, I had went to jail. Now, I went to jail back to back, y'all, twice, 2 times, okay? And I'm wondering, like, man, look, now, this is before I came to this, to my spiritual path. I keep telling y'all, man, some of y'all be having a calling on y'all life and you don't even know it, man. The Most High be putting you in situations and sending you places, man, because he needs you to be there to protect somebody, to warn somebody, and this is why you having these prophetic dreams. You see what I'm saying? So you were chosen and you ain't even know why it is that you were chosen, why it is you having these dreams, and you can somewhat see into the future. You know, your warning is coming before the destruction via dream. You see what I'm saying? So I come down here, well, I would say prior to this, y'all, I got into a little trouble back at home, because like I say, you know, I was a black seed of the family, man. I stayed in trouble as a child. All the way up until about, I want to say, the age of 25, I was in jail, y'all. You know? And that was the most high, excuse me, these bugs out, y'all. That was the most high, you know, trying to separate me then, because he knew that I had to get all that out the way in order for me to be right here doing what I'm doing now. So a couple years ago, I want to say maybe about, it wasn't a couple years, I want to say maybe about 15, 20 years ago, all right? I was in jail. I had gotten into a little trouble, man, and I ended up going to jail and doing about maybe a month in jail. Okay, I was in Cook County Jail. For those of you from Chicago and you follow me, I was in Cook County Jail. Okay, I was on Division 2. Now Division 2 is like a dorm area, and I want to tell y'all this story, y'all. You know, of how the warning always comes before the destruction, and how these towns, right, hold that spiritual energy, and how it is, and the reason why it's so necessary in order for you to know when you're under demonic attack, and not just know it, but know how to actually protect yourself from being under this demonic attack. Okay, so I was on Division 2. Now Division 2 is like a dorm, y'all. It's like a dorm room area where it's like a whole bunch of bunk beds, and it's just free for all. You can walk around. It's a TV, little day room, little tables where you can chill. You're not as much as confined when you in a jail like the part of Division 2. But Cook County in itself is a large jail, y'all. It's just large, all right? But so I'm in this dorm, you know, I'm going through it, man. You know, at the time, man, I was struggling myself, to be honest, man. I really ain't had nowhere to go at the time. I was really, you know, house to house, laying on my homie couch, things like that, y'all. I really ain't had nowhere to go. But at the same time, I was young. I was about 17 years old at this time. Okay, so for me, it wasn't really like, you know, this is something that I shouldn't have been doing. Yeah, I was doing it. You know, I wouldn't say I was homeless, but you know, it's just a young life, right? But I end up going to jail, sitting in there for about a month. And while I'm in there, man, I'm just getting this feeling like, man, you know what? It's something that I need to be doing, right? I want to know like what it is that I need to be doing. I want to know what my purpose is in life. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, man, God, what's my purpose in life? You see what I'm saying? And so it was they do like a little small little prayer circle, the inmates in there at night, right? And some just told me to get up and go to this prayer circle, y'all. So I get up and I go to the prayer circle, and he, you know, at the end of the prayer, he says basically, ask, you know, God what it is that he wants you to do if you don't know what it is that he wants you to do. What is your purpose, right? And so I go in there and I ask him, because to be honest with y'all, it was heavy on my heart at the time, right? Okay. So I asked God, I'm like, man, what is it that I need to be doing? What is my purpose in life? And so I pray, I go to sleep, I wake up. Nothing comes from it, y'all. I go to court, get out. Why that same day I'm at home, I end up going back to jail. I'm sitting on my sister and her boyfriend couch, y'all. We just got done smoking, because I was smoking heavy at that time. You feel me? We just got done smoking and stuff like that. And I don't know, I can't remember how the police ended up over there, but they ended up over there and they asked for everybody ID, and I gave them my ID, and lo and behold, I have a warrant on my name. I'm like, how I got a warrant on my name? I just got out. There's no way I should have a warrant on my name. You see what I'm saying? They like, yeah, you have a warrant on your name. I'm like, man, bro, this some BS, you feel me? So they end up taking me back to jail. I end up it was a warrant from another place. They end up letting me out and wasn't supposed to let me out. Yeah, I told you I used to be in a lot of trouble. All right. But y'all do me a favor, pound that like button if you in here. So I go back in the church, and you know, the same thing happened again, right? I'm like, man, God, what is it that you want me to do? But look, now, I forgot to leave out. The first time I go in here, bro, I bumped into this one dude, man, and he reminded me so much of my brother. I'm talking about they had the same birthday and everything, same personality. I'm talking about he was just loud like my brother, bro. So I'm like, man, bro, what is it that the Most High is trying to tell me? Why did this dude, you know, remind me of my brother so much? You know what I'm saying? Me and him had hit it off. You know what I'm saying? We was rocking hard enough. You feel me? So I end up getting something back home, y'all. Look, boom. Hold on. I think I'm missing something, y'all. Let me slow down. This is the second time I going up, right? Boom. This is the first time I going up. I meet him. Now the second time I go in there, I go on a division. It was, another division called Division 5, right? And I go in there again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to my OG on the phone. I'm like, man, what's going on? She telling me like, oh, your brother done moved out of town. He got another little female down there that he rocking with. He done brought her over there to meet him. Now, in my opinion, my brother, he the type, he take every female home to mama, y'all. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, he done took her home. And it's something on me like, man, tell bro, he got to be careful because these females, they'll set you up. Now, I was more in the streets than he was. He wasn't really, he was in the streets as far as like hustling, but I was in the streets, You see what I'm saying? So while I'm in there, I'm telling her, like, tell him be cool, man, because, these females will set you up or whatever the case may be. But I'm asking God, like, why is it so much that this is on my mind? Now, while I'm in there, I'm in a cell with this one guy. If you know anything about Cook County, when you go in these cells, it's like it could be 3 men to a cell. You would be on the boat in the float, and then it'd be 2 people in the bunk bed. So I go in this cell, man, to make a long story short, y'all. When I go in here, it's this young dude in here. He about a little bit older than me, but he like about 20. He's considerably older than me, right? So he gets to telling me a story about how it is that, he think he sold his soul and all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was dealing with this woman by the name of CC, you know what I'm saying? And she had, she would play with dolls, and he was just telling me about how basically she, he think that he sold his soul. She didn't want him to go to church, so on and so forth. Woo, woo, woo. But I'm just saying, to make a long story short, he would verbatimly go through the Bible, show me scripture of why it is he thought he sold his soul. He would talk about all these sleepless nights. Now, I didn't know what I know now, y'all. Because if I knew what I knew now, I could have directly identified what was happening to him. Because he was telling me, man, he could feel her presence on him. See, he didn't know that she was blinded to him. You see what I'm saying? She was connected to him. He couldn't sleep at night. It was a spiritual warfare that was being waged on him in his life. He didn't even know it. And she was waging that warfare on him. She was using his energy to manifest whatever it is that she wanted to manifest. And he said, look, man, I got a feeling when I leave here, man, whether I go to the penitentiary or not, she going to be out there waiting on me when I come back. You see what I'm saying? William Cannon say, I want to confirm you. And I did. Did we speak earlier? Because if we didn't impersonate you. Yeah, yes. I keep telling y'all, man. It's people out here that's impersonating me, man. I have a lot of followers, y'all. You know they're going to try to capitalize off of that. I will never get in contact with you. If you ain't email me at payiamawaken@gmail.com, you ain't talking to me. Because I'm going to ask for your number, and then I'm going to call you. You're not talking to me. Okay? So, yeah. He didn't know that she was directly connected to him, y'all. She was attached to him. He didn't know what I know because he hadn't studied the enemy. He came up in a church household where they put fear in him so much, y'all, that he was, y'all pound that like button up for me, that he ran from it. He ran from that information that could have warned him, that could have made him go out and seek for ways to try to protect him from her, and also be cautious of these type of attacks. Okay, but I'm not done, y'all. I'm not done, right? Now look. So he gets to telling me about how, this girl had dolls and all this type of stuff. He gets to telling me about, it was a long story. He was just saying, like, he was showing me significations of, how he feel like the devil was talking to him and how, he said, I'm gonna give y'all one instance. He said, him and his homie was on the block one day, and then out the blue, this Jehovah's Witness just come up the street, and she get to talking to him, and basically she's telling him about, Jesus, and she's telling him about how he should beware of the beast, and how, the devil only seeks to kill, steal, and destroy. And then all of a sudden his phone begins to ring. At the time, it was that Lil Wayne, and Drake. They was hot. All I want is money, cars and the clothes and the hoes, I suppose. I just want to be. So the song start ringing, and he say, man, it's just like this girl just disappears. You see what I'm saying? And then he say, after she say that, he say, his homie say, oh, that sound like a hell of a deal to me. And he got up and he shook his homie in as if the deal was sad. You understand what I'm saying? And so he said after that, she walk off and it's like she disappeared. So he said it was things like this happening. Now look, how this story came out, the way he started to tell me this information was crazy, okay? I believe that this was the Most High, my spiritual team, sending somebody toward me for that I could hear the message to prepare me for what was going to happen when I came down here. Okay? And I ain't got into it yet, y'all. Don't worry about it. I haven't got into the 15. But I just want to give y'all a story, y'all, and tell y'all, how you can have a spiritual warfare on you and you don't even know what be going on. And how some of these towns hold energy. And that's why it's so important that you have the information that I'm about to give you today. And not only have the information, but also do the research yourself and get around some loyal people, some trustworthy people that can show you how to intensify, grow, and to do whatever it takes to keep you protected. Okay? Now, so look, how it all happened was is I'm sitting in there, we in there chopping it up, me, him, and the other guy up there, we in there chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? And his somebody that he know that he be rocking with, he be talking to, comes up to the cell and they say, basically, they say, you ain't tell him that story? Tell him that story you told me. I'm like, what story? He like, nah, man, I ain't gonna tell him. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Everybody think I'm crazy. I'm like, man, tell me the story. You know what I'm saying? And when he tell me the story, he told me everything that I, described to y'all early. But what's so crazy about that is, as soon as he tells me the story, something happens to the toilet in the room where it starts to overflow, it won't flush, or something happened, y'all, to the point of where we had to get dispersed. I went to another room, he went to another room, and like I said, I was only there for a warrant, so I stayed for like a week because they dropped the warrant, and then I ended up coming back out, and as soon as I got out, y'all, something was just telling me, like, you need to go down here by your brother, okay? Something was telling me, like, you need to go down here by your brother. So I believe the spirit was, like, pushing me this way. Now, I ain't the type to get up because, to be honest, y'all, I was still at that point in my life where I just wanted to be in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know no other place than the hood, okay? So for me to be, I could be up the street from the hood in a whole nother community, and for me not to be in the hood made me feel uncomfortable. I love the hood. I would walk to the hood just to get in the hood. That was the vibration that I was on, okay? So for me to say, man, look, man, I'm trying to get out here, man, and go by my brother, I tell my mama that, you know what I'm saying? And so I don't believe that she really wanted me to come down here because, to be honest, me and my brother, we was cool, but we never seen eye to eye, okay? We would always fight. We fought a lot, okay? But so she didn't want me to come down. She gave me some resistance, but eventually she ended up giving me the money to come down here. And my auntie dropped me off. Okay, her and my auntie gave me the money to come down to where I need to go, and then my auntie dropped me off. You know what I'm saying? The first thing my mama said to me was like, you and your brother better not be fighting down there. Just let it slide. If something happened, just let it slide. This is what she telling me because I was more of a pistol starter than him, like in terms of, with my temper. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be the first one to try to fight, but. I end up coming down here, y'all. And when I get down here, my brother got this new chick I told y'all he been rocking with. My mama done called me and told me he down here messing with her. You know what I'm saying? So, he all excited. You know what I'm saying? Now he's messing with, someone that he's been messing with for a long time. They've been together. They still together right now, okay? He's messing with her at the time, right? And I'm trying, this is like a sister to me. So, the whole time I got, what we finna get ready to do, I can't really let her know because, y'all know how that goes. It's a whole situation where he's cheating, right? Okay? So, yeah, now, he got this little chick, man. So I'm staying at her crib, you know what I'm saying? He come home, tomorrow his birthday. He like, bro, we finna go to this little club tonight. Woo, tomorrow gonna be my birthday, so on and so forth. We going to the club. Now, it's a relatively small town, right? So I'm like, cool, that's what's up. You feel me? So early in the rising, he wake me up. We go down to his chick, because his chick worked down the street from his job. You feel me? So we go down the street to his chick place. He bring me to the chick. Now it's her kid, and my other brother. He with us too, okay? So we go over to her crib, woo, woo. He drop off at work. We go to the mall. We slide around, get a few things done, then come back. He grabbed him a bottle of Hennessy because he was a Hennessy freak, you feel me? So he grabbed him a bottle of Hennessy. We drink it, woo. We get dressed. He like, man, let's slide out. So we slide out. He take me over her crib, man, and it's her. We didn't go over her house. We end up going over to her sister crib. Okay, we go to her sister crib, and while we sitting at the crib, I'm already feeling like, how you can just feel some type of energy in the crib, like, man, something ain't right in this motherfucker. I can just feel the energy, y'all. You feel me? So as soon as I sit down, right, we smoking because they smoke. Well, his girl don't smoke, but his sister girl, she smoked at the time, okay? So it's me, him, and her smoking because she doing my brother health before we go to the club, okay? This is what's finna go down. So she like, she doing his hair, and then a girl like, you want to watch a movie? Now her man is in the room. This is what really caught me off guard, y'all, because her man is in the room the whole time, and she like, You want to watch a movie? What you want to watch? I'm like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So she put on I Am Legend. I Am Legend is on, and she get to talking. So I'm looking at her. You know, I'm from the hood. I'm looking at her. I'm peeping out because I already feel the energy ain't right. And all of a sudden, she has this crazy laugh to her, like, and I'm just looking at. So I look over at her, at my brother, girl, and I'm like, is she cool? You know what I'm saying? Give me a signal if it's something that's wrong with her. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't do nothing. She ain't say nothing. She just continued to do, his hair. Now, I told y'all, my brother, he like a game freak. So her guy like, man, you want to play the game? He like, what you playing in there? I don't finna go in there. They end up playing the game. I'm in here by myself with these two, right? And all of a sudden, she gets to acting weird, y'all. And I look in the corner, y'all. Why when I look in the corner, it's like 25, 30 dowels piled up to the ceiling in this corner. Do you hear me? Man, look, I ain't gonna even capture y'all. When I seen that, I freaked out. Cause now she pointed it out to me. Matter of fact, she was like, cause she brings her daughter's kids, and she's like, I got this outfit for my daughter's school from the start. So she's showing me the outfit, y'all. And the whole time, right, these outfits ugly as hell. I ain't gonna even lie to you. So I'm looking like, is she all right? Let me know if she all right, right? And she's like, huh, yeah, you see them dowels? She's like, them my daughter down, man. I'm talking about, gee, these dowels so stacked high to the sky, y'all. I'm looking like, oh, hell no. As soon as I seen it, I said it out my mouth. Like, oh, hell no. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I immediately go in there, knock on the bro. Though I'm telling my brother, like, man, get the fuck out of here. Cause Spirit done already reminded me about this story. That dude done told me about, these dowels, how he feel like he sold his soul. And to be honest, her sister name was similar to this girl that he was mentioning about. I'm like, oh, hell no, get me the fuck out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. So the whole time I'm knocking on the door, his sister like, you gotta go. You gotta go. You crazy. This is like, get him out of here. Get him out of here. I'm like, bitch, I'm cussing out and everything. Like, I don't care. I'm gone. This is what I'm telling her. You feel me? So, make a long story short, my brother like, man, what's wrong with you? At this point, he telling me like, man, go ahead on, man. Stop. You tripping. He telling me I'm tripping and all this. I'm crying, y'all. Now, for me to be in the streets the way that I'm in the streets at this time, and I'm telling him to go, I'm like, come on, let's go, let's go. You feel me? Man, he ain't appreciate it. So the whole time, he's just tripping, bro, because he mad because I done fucked up over here at these chicks' crib. You feel me? But the whole time, I wasn't over here for the sister, but he just mad because I done came over here and showed my ass. Okay? That's how he feel like, you came over and showed your ass, woo, nigga. So he looking at me like this. I'm like, bro, I want to tell him what the story that was told to me, the warning that I received, but, he wasn't trying to hear it, so he's looking this way, and his girl looks back at me like, and she gives me like the most evilest smile ever, y'all. And when I tell y'all, bro, I cocked back so hard, bro, I was finna get ready to knock her head off her shoulder, y'all. You hear me? So I'm talking about, look, I jumped at her hard, like, stop playing with me, you feel me? And she like, and my brother like, oh, hell no, you feel me? So we end up going home. I go over to my sister's house. I call his other girl my sister because he been with her for the longest, you feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, while we sitting in there, she like, what's going on? Because she know I'm hyped. She know I ain't even like this, y'all. When I tell y'all these demons was working through these people at this time, y'all, the demon was working. That's how I know the demon is on me, y'all, is a family demon. Or that's at me. It ain't on me. That's at me. It's a family demon. You see what I'm saying? Okay? And so I go in the house and I'm like, she like, what's going on? What's going on with you? What is going on with you? I'm like, look, uh, I want to tell you, but I can't tell you because I know if I tell you, then I'm gonna get, my brother in trouble with what's going on. But in order for you to fully understand what's going on, I have to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So I want to beat around the bush, but I had to tell her. And even then, her whole mind wasn't even on what it was I was telling her. She was more worried about he was cheating, so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? And that was what I was trying to prevent. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, look, just get me out of here, man. Get me out of here. Put me on the next thing smoking. This is what I'm telling my brother girl. She like, no, because my brother done left. She done grabbed the knife because she's really afraid, y'all. She think I'm crazy. She looking at me like I'm crazy. You feel me? She done grabbed the knife. You know what I'm saying? And when she grabbed the knife, I'm like, man, get my appointment. She's like, no, you can't go. I'm like, I can't go. And look, now if I rewind to you, this is what dude was telling me. He was telling me how these demons interact. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the cell with him, he was like, these demons can interact because this is Satan's world, so on and so forth, and how these demons can interact with, through beings and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And so at the time, this is what was going on. This demon was hopping in like, I'm like, man, put me on the bus. Let me go. She's like, no, you can't go. I'm like, what you mean I can't go? Man, put me on the train. I'm on the next thing smoking. I'm grown. You telling me I can't go. She's like, you can't go. I'm like, why I can't go? Tell me why I can't go. She's like, because you have not been sacrificed yet. Okay? This is what the spirit in her said to me. I said, what? I started to explode. Do you hear what I'm trying to say? I'm like, what you say? Sacrifice? Well, I got to going crazy, right? So at this point, my other brother got to grab me, bro, and hit me up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, calm down, calm down. You feel me? She's like, I ain't say that. I said you ain't been settled yet. I said you ain't been settled yet. This is what she telling me. I'm like, no, I heard what you said. I heard exactly what you said. So look, y'all, I done went in the bathroom, y'all. I called my grandma, like, man, look, get me up out of here. Get me up out of here. The whole time, y'all, this is this demon, this same demon that I'm seeing hop and interact through the vessels of the people that I love right now, y'all. Understand what I'm saying? That's been on my top for a very, very long time, even when I was a child. You see what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, and even then my brother was like, oh, you crazy? He telling my grandma I'm crazy and all this other stuff, yo. And, you know, some things have been revealed to me since then, but I just say all that to say I didn't know what I know now. Had I knew what I know now, I would have known how to handle that situation. Because believe me, I've been attacked since then. I've been attacked since then. If you've been following me over on Facebook, then you know that I was attacked. And even if you've been following me over here for a while, you know that I was attacked back in November as well, where somebody sent me a demon. They went to the crossroads about me, y'all. Okay. And that taught me a lot. You know, that forced me to have to really go into hermit mode a little bit, really get back into my studies. And I do believe that that's what it was all about. It was all about that, you know. And so this is why I say, you know, it's important. It's important for you to get the information that we're about to get ready to get into. Okay? It's important. And it's not only important for you to have this information, but it's important for you to actually do the homework yourself or get around some people that's going to be trustworthy enough to give you the accurate information that's going to help you be protected. Because like I said, the majority of your spiritual warfare is associated with somebody around you. Either it's connected to your bloodline in some way, form, or fashion. Either somebody around you has decided that they wanted to wage that warfare on you in some way, form, or fashion. Okay? Or, you know, whatever the case may be, I can guarantee you that your spiritual warfare is directly connected to you. A lot of y'all have been going through the things that I've been going through since a young child. And so, you know, but you don't know how to really, you didn't know what it was. You was in the same position that I was in. You didn't know what it was that you was going through. Okay? And so I just wanted to tell y'all that story because, you know, my people, they didn't know what was going on with me. Some of them may have did, some of them didn't, right? But because of the way we have been westernized, right? The way they have taught us to think, because they couldn't medically explain what was going on with me, the first thing they would have done was try to send me to the mental hospital, y'all. Okay? And see, half the people that's in the mental hospital is there because of a spiritual warfare that's been waged on them, whether you want to believe it or not. Yeah. Excuse me, my hair is growing on my face. A lot of people that's in these hospitals are there because of the spiritual warfare that has been waged on them or whatever, you know, and it don't have to be directly connected to them. It could have been something that their mother did. You don't understand. Somebody can curse you in this lifetime for your next lifetime, your lifetime after that, and your lifetime after that. Because you don't believe that you live again don't mean other people don't actually know that you live again, okay? And they will curse you for this lifetime, the next lifetime, and the lifetime after that. And you will find yourself continuously coming through this cycle of reincarnation and going directly through whatever it is you've been going through, fighting the same enemies, the same demons that you was fighting the last lifetime you was here. Okay? Julie Ramos said they did that to me. That's big facts. So with that being said, man, we finna get ready to jump into this, man, and I want y'all to take heed, man. I tell y'all these things. I want to say this, man, for those of you who out there really thinking about going to get voodoo dolls on people and things like that, I would advise you against it. Especially if you somebody who can't do it for yourself. I would advise you against it because unbeknownst to you, you take that thing in your house and you're going to lose everything because you never know what they stocking in these dials, what they doing. You thinking they helping you, whole time they deceiving you and they causing you to leave stuff. I got a video I want to show y'all, man, to lose stuff, excuse me. I got a video I want to show y'all. See, this is what I say, man. People get mad. And I was just listening to one of the brothers, man, earlier, man. He had a sermon that he was doing in his church, man. And he was talking about, you know, magic and things like that and how people come into that information and, you know, they practice it and they're not emotionally stable. I think I'm going to try to get him over here on his page. But he was saying that they're not emotionally stable enough to be doing what they doing. So they go and do something and they don't know what it is that they've done. It's gonna put them in an evil, it's gonna put them in a fucked up situation. Cause it's gonna come back on them hard. You see what I'm saying? And so you thinking somebody is helping you because they done came up to you and say, oh, well, you got problems in your home life, right? Or you got problems with dude up the street and you want to do something to him. You know what I'm saying? You thinking they saying, okay, well, I can do something for you. Let me go put this. You thinking they giving you this doll to help you, but the whole time this doll was finna destroy your life because you just brought that energy into your home. Whatever energy, whatever deity that they're using to get that job done, whatever spirit that they're using to get that job done has now entered your home, and it's probably going to tear your home apart. You're going to lose everything. Okay? Understand what I'm trying to tell you? It's real. I just wanted to, put that out there because a lot of guys, the person who speaks on this type of stuff, I'm not gonna lie, I look highly up to him because he's having the degrees, y'all. He has his crowns and everything. When it comes to the ATI, he ain't nobody to play with. So when he was talking that shit, I know what he's saying is 100% real. I'm gonna try to get him over here if that's what he want to do. Okay, but at the same time, I just want y'all to know you need to be aware of what spiritual warfare is, man. All right, and so yeah, don't be out here just taking them dials in y'all cribs, man, unless you want to fuck your life up. I'm just gonna put it like that. Okay, and with that being said, we finna get into the 15 signs to know that you are under a demonic attack. And I appreciate y'all for being here, man. If you in here, please do me a favor and pound that like button up. We trying to get notified. I got information that people need to hear. Yeah, because guess what? They want you to think it's all love and light. Therefore, you start running toward the community with that in your mind, and you don't take the time to start learning the science behind what it is that you're running to, so that you can start to protect yourself. The first thing you need to be doing when you walking into this spiritual community is to learn how to protect yourself, to make sure that you're going to be safe. Okay? Now that you're aware, now that you have woken up to what's going on, you can't be out here walking around looking stupid and getting bullied on. Okay? And so with that being said, man, the first out of the 15 signs you need to know is that if you're having intrusive thoughts in any way, form, or fashion, I want you to understand and understand that there is a demonic attack on your life, man. Okay? That's big facts. If you got spirits around you that's whispering in your ear and they're telling you to go out and do some demonic things, that is an attack on your life. Somebody is waging war on you and they're using a deity, a low vibrational deity, to come in and manipulate you in some way, form, or fashion to cause harm in your life. Okay? If you always thinking lowly of yourself, okay? This is a sign that you're under demonic attack, y'all. A deity is coming in. These lower vibrational deities are coming in, and they coming in with the intentions to, keep you in a state in which, you're not, thinking for yourself. Okay? I want y'all to understand first and foremost, when we talk about a spiritual warfare is a mental warfare first. Because if somebody is going to attack you, the first thing they're going to attack is your mind state. Okay? And so that's why I tell you it's important that you meditate. I cannot say that enough, because meditation is going to help strengthen your mind. Not only is it going to help strengthen your mind, it's going to help you be able to recognize what thoughts are yours and the thoughts that are being pushed in. I want you to know, man, certain deities ain't going to come in and say these type of things, okay? If you thinking you got gifts and you think voices are talking to you, that's not how it's work. That ain't how it work, y'all, okay? That's not how it works. Ain't no voice gonna come up to you, and I will say they will come up. Like if you're a tarot reader, okay? If you someone that's in those arts, you may hear voices say things to you. I've heard it. I've heard somebody give me a name to a person, right out, whisper, right in my ear. You see what I'm saying? I was doing my investigation. I've heard it. Now look, but at the same time, ain't no spirit finna come along and be telling you go jump off a river, go unalive yourself, and go do some ridiculous things, y'all. They ain't gonna tell you to be doing this type of thing. And if you're working with energy, or you have a type of energy to where you're a psychic medium, then guess what? 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get your messages via vision. Via vision, meaning it's gonna be a vision that you're gonna see when the Most High is trying to show you something. And I know this personally, okay? I'll never forget, I walked into a barbershop one day, y'all, okay? And when I walked into that barbershop, this is around the time that I had just got done going through my attack, y'all. I was in isolation for a little while. I was in hermit mode for a little while. I was heavily meditating. I was meditating about 2 to 3 times a day, y'all. heavily meditate. My energy had intensified. Not to mention that I came across somebody, and I don't want to even say, her name, because she blessed me. I feel like she blessed me, even if she don't feel like she blessed me herself. I feel like in some way, form, or fashion, she blessed me. Okay. And so with that being said, like, my energy was very high, y'all. When I say high, it still is to this day. But but it was very high at this time, y'all. And so uh I walked in and I was asking this one guy, like, man, can you line me up? Because I'm just coming out of hermit mode. I'm kind of looking like I'm looking right now. I was studying every day. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I don't know if he could cut me, bro. Because to be honest, he was a Mexican. And I'm like, I don't know if I trust my head, even though I know that the messages Mexicans can cut. Okay. But when I go in here, as soon as I walk in, I'm like, man, he like, I can cut. Dude, like, he can cut. I'm like, can you cut, man, for real? Spirit gives me a vision of him in jail cutting his hair. Cutting somebody else's hair, excuse me, with a razor blade and a comb. This is what Spirit gives me a vision of, okay? So as soon as I walk in there, and as I'm like, now I don't know if he could cut. And I think Spirit was like, I'm gonna show you who you are. You see what I'm saying to me? So when I walk in, he like, I can cut. Spirit say, yeah, hit that vision go for you. And I'm like, I ain't even finna tell this man what I seen. So I just sat down in a chair. And I'm gonna tell y'all how crazy Spirit is. As soon as I sit down in the chair, right, and he started cutting me, he tell me the story. He like, yeah, when I was in jail, man, I used to cut hair with razor blades. I'm like, oh my fucking God. I'm like, am I mad? I'm like, oh my, what the hell just happened? You feel me? I'm like, Spirit just showed me him cutting hair. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'm like, bro, this is crazy. You feel me? And so it was a few more things that happened as well, bro, and I know what that's associated to, man. You know what I'm saying? A few more things happened as well, and I told him some things about himself, and I identified some things because it was something that was going on with him, and I was able to identify that was going on with him because I had the sign, and I remember somebody telling me a story of how they knew that they was gifted, and as soon as I left, Spirit gave me another sign. Spirit gave me 2 signs in a day. So I just say, these are the thoughts, y'all. I don't want to get too deep off into that, but I would say these are the thoughts, right? Or these are the signs or the thoughts or the sounds that you would give from Spirit. Spirit ain't here to misguide you or direct you in the wrong direction. This is why I say you have to have the spirit of discernment. You have to know that the spirit that you're dealing with is not a trickster spirit to begin with. I don't advise you to be dealing with deities, but I'm just saying, if you are dealing with, a form of egon or whatever the case you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, okay? But yeah, so that's what you need to know. If you have intrusive thoughts, y'all, yeah, that's a sign that you're under a demonic attack, man, and you need to most definitely be getting up and doing something to see how it is that you can alleviate that, even if that's just trying to raise your frequency up. You see what I'm saying? Even if you just trying to raise your frequency up to the point of where you happy. And I tell a lot of people, man, if you walking around and you sad anyway, the first thing you need to be doing is something you like. If you like to cook, get up and cook if that's gonna raise your frequency up. If you like to dance, get up and dance. If you like to sing, sing, excuse me. Whatever it is, you need to get your frequency up. You know what I'm saying? And you need to do a few more other things to protect yourself, okay? So number 2, if you're suffering from any form of mental oppression, that's gonna go right behind this. Not only are you gonna be having intrusive thoughts, and these don't have to happen at the same time, y'all. If you're suffering a form of mental oppression, if you in here pound that like button up for me, that's a sign of a demonic attack. If you always thinking lowly of yourself, you know what I'm saying? If you can't like think clear, if your head is running, if you can't, you know what I'm saying, get things done, you are suffering from a form of demonic attack, man. If you're suffering from any form of mental oppression, then you know you intelligent. You know you intelligent. You feel like, man, I can't read, I can't comprehend. You know what I'm saying? This is a form of a mental oppression. You know that is a spiritual attack. Okay? I want you to know the third one is going to be if you're feeling drained, even though you slept all day. If you're feeling drained, if you can't get up, you're under a spiritual attack, and I advise you to go get a spiritual bath. You most definitely need to get a spiritual bath, but not just any spiritual bath. A lot of people think that these salt baths is going to help them cleanse everything that they need to get away. Yes, a salt bath is good, but it's just going to cleanse the top. It's going to get, away some immediate things. Salt is good when it comes to, I want to say, when it comes to diluting spirits, okay? Spirits don't like to really come near salt, okay, because it weakens them, all right? But at the same time, salt baths will be good for you, So salt baths, they'll keep them away, but you want to get something that's going to fully detach you from that. You see what I'm saying? And you want to have specific things when you're doing your spiritual bath. Anybody will tell you that that's practicing any, I don't care what form of spirituality you practicing, that a salt bath is good, but you know, you got to get down to the necessities of after you strip yourself or refilling yourself and things like that. Okay, and if you're looking about them spiritual baths, you know what you need to do. Hit me up at payiamawaken@gmail.com, man, and I'm most definitely gonna get you straight. When you get this bath, you're gonna be feeling refreshed and renewed. That's big facts. Okay, but yeah, y'all, you most definitely want to go ahead and take a bath so that you can cleanse yourself of that energy, reset yourself, and release yourself of anything that has any negative hold on you. And see, a lot of people, they put hexes on you unbeknownst to themselves because people are walking around and they don't understand that your words are spells. This is why they sit you down in the classroom and they tell you to do what? Spell. You learn how to spell. So every time you speak, you will cast a spell. Every time you write, you're going to be writing a spell, whether you know it or not. You know, and this is why if you sit down and you actually practicing, you writing petitions and things like that, you have to understand you're writing down that spell and then you speak the heck of the word over it, right? You see what I'm saying? Because your word and your written thing, it holds frequency, it holds powerful. This is why the Bible says what? We speak things into existence. The tongue has power and death in it. And a lot of people don't know it, and they run around and they start talking about people. They start, you know what I'm saying? And the whole time, you know, they're speaking these things over them, even they ain't doing it, even if they're not doing it intentionally. Okay, y'all do me a favor, drop them nines up in that comment section below, and pound that like button up. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be the third. If you feeling drained, y'all, I can guarantee you, because I've been through it. I've been through it to the point of where I was just drained, y'all. I done slept all day, and I didn't know that there was a demon, y'all, that was assigned to me to keep me drained, to stop me from getting up and doing what I needed to do so that I wouldn't reap the rewards that I was supposed to reap the rewards of. So when we talk about destiny swapping, in some way, form, or fashion, it's a permission that has to be done in terms of somebody coming in and doing what is known as karmatic transference with you, which means they will be, and not everybody does this, but in some way, form, or fashion, there's always a karmatic transference that's taking place, right? But now, when we talk about a karmatic transference, this will be somebody coming in with the intentions of taking all of your good deeds and giving you theirs. So therefore, you get the shitty end of the stick while they taking your blessings all the time, okay? And if you want to see that video, go further down the timeline, and shit, you gonna get deep into, you know, you'll get a better understanding, all right? But yeah, if you drain, get up, get you a spiritual bath, man, and you probably want to do an uncrossing as well, but we'll get into that later. All right. But now, another tall tale sign, and this is a big one, y'all. I want y'all to be paying attention to your senses. When you talking about if you've been smelling like boiled eggs or sulfur in any way, form, or fashion, that's most definitely a sign that somebody has sent a demon to you. They may have went to the crossroads and got some favor. They could be doing graveyard dirt on you. They assigned somebody to you. That's a tall tale sign. That's gonna be, if you have a look. Let me tell y'all something, man. If you're smelling sulfur, if you're smelling what you think is sage, okay. If you got a lot of, you know, sulfur or whatever the case may be, you better go ahead and get that shit done. First of all, if you don't know what you're doing, you need to get in contact with somebody who can do a divination for you. Someone is good enough to do a divination for you that can basically get down to the nitty-gritty of what's going on. They can look into it, because a lot of these, you know, a lot of the tarot goddesses, man, and the guys, man, they really blessed out here enough to have the vision and to be able to channel enough to be able to identify what's going on with you. Okay. Now, whether they want to goddamn do that reverse and send that back, you have to understand they're gonna charge you, because they're gonna take the hit. Because whoever is attacking you is going to end up attacking them now. Okay. But that's my advice to you. Go get some help. If you smelling sulfur, if you smelling, go, man, first thing you need to do is go get, I'm gonna take my spiritual bath, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? I'm finna goddamn it, go ahead, cleanse my area, my space, so on and so forth. And then, you know what I'm saying, put my protection up. But if you protected your home right, it won't happen. But I'm just saying, in general, you know, get your space together and things like that. You see what I'm saying? And go to somebody, man. Go to somebody that's cold. I'm talking about that know what they're doing. Don't go to nobody that just want to play tarot card reading. Go to somebody that can really look in and see. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to come in. You don't come to me if you feel like you got demons. I'm gonna keep it real with you right now. You go to somebody else that's been doing it for years and years, and they can come in and tell you yes. Because when I went to the lady, man, when I got my divination done, she told me what I had already known anyway. because my spiritual team had already told me what was going on. Okay? I told you when spirit wants you to know something, they gonna come let you know whether you want it or not. Your Egun, they gonna be there. Your ancestors, they coming. Understand what I'm trying to tell you? They gonna let you know whether you believe it or not. And it's because a lot of y'all are powerful because of who your ancestors was. Y'all drop them there. A lot of y'all are powerful because of who your ancestors was. You don't know who your grandma was. You don't know who her people was, man. You don't know who your granddaddy was. You don't know who his people was and what it was that they was doing. They could have blessed you a long time ago and ensured that you was protected. They could have been put that on their bloodline. Now you got somebody out here that's trying you. Now they trying you. And the whole time, they don't even know your ancestors. You ain't got to be a bit of spiritual. You ain't got to be doing nothing. Your ancestors already done set it up to protect you like that. So when they attack you, they wondering why shit going wrong in their life. They thinking you running around lighting candles on them. You doing return to senders. And the whole time, that's because they done ran up against somebody who had some strong ancestors, okay? And they was already waiting for this because they knew it was going to be a time where it was going to be some young motherfuckers coming along just learning how the arts and stuff and trying to put hex people. They knew it was going to be some young lady out there that got hurt by some man and she was going to want to seek revenge because she don't quite understand how it works in the spiritual world. So therefore, whatever it is that she's dishing out, if it wasn't justifiable, she's going to get it tenfold. You see what I'm saying? Just like I was saying earlier about them voodoo dolls. Y'all running, grabbing them voodoo dolls, and you bringing them voodoo dolls in your home because you want to have control over somebody. You done let somebody else do it, anoint your doll and all this other stuff, right? To the doll, right? Now the whole time you done brought a demon in your house. You done brought a demon in your house. So not only is you whatever he finna go through, but you finna lose everything. Did y'all see the video I showed when dude say his encounter with the voodoo? He say how he would hear them spirits, he could feel them around here. He went to his auntie said, look, that's that energy around you that's gonna handle that business. But she didn't tell him that energy might not be a true deity because these deities are tricksters, man. Some of them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. If you smelling boiled eggs or if you smelling sulfur in any way, form, or fashion, like I said, man, do you a spiritual cleanse, man. And if you a little more ahead in terms of like protecting yourself against spirit and you know the things that's gonna propel them, then you know, do that for yourself. But make sure you get over to somebody that's great with divination and they can tell you exactly what's going on with you. They can tell you, like, cause old girl, I told y'all when I went to see her, she said, man, you got two people, a man and a woman. I didn't tell her not a word. I didn't say one word to her. Okay? I didn't ask her nothing. She said, man, look, I just need you to touch these cards, man. When I touched them cards, she did what she did. Okay? And when she came back, she was like, when I was talking to her, she said, this is gonna scare you a little bit, but she didn't know that I already knew I had a dial on me because I had got hit with it in my leg while I was on live. You feel what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, she was like, you have a man and a woman, they doing heavy voodoo work on you. They trying to stop you from doing something. They got a voodoo dial on you. She said, this is gonna scare you. You know, damn. What the fuck? It's an attack right there. Ain't no coincidences, y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But yeah. She's like, they doing heavy voodoo work on you. You know? She told me a couple other things too. She identified a few people who was in my energy and things like that. I'm not gonna even, you know, say her name because people are like the ways war, you know. But at the same time, she told me a lot. She and that's why I say get you somebody who's gonna know, who's been doing it for a long time and who can keep you informed. Make sure they trustworthy too, because you allowing people to get into, they get to see into your life, your past, your future, and your present. They know what you got coming and everything. And you have some people that will try to intervene with that. They'll try to intervene with that, okay? Now, like I was just going to say, now, the fifth one that you need to know is, if you are seeing a lot of bugs and fruit flies, y'all, hanging around in a bunch, oh yeah, it's a demonic spirit around. If you see a lot of fruit flies and bugs hanging around, it is a demonic spirit around, and you need to make sure that you not only cleanse your house, but I can guarantee you if they're around, they're going to make it hard for you to cleanse your house, okay? They're going to make it hard for you to cleanse your house, because when I was doing it, man, like, it's going to be hard. And you got to make sure it's people around you that's going to understand what it is that you're doing, because if you don't have people around you that know what's going on and that know that you have a war that's in your house and you trying to get them to get what's out, they're going to be the resistance, because they will use them. They'll use them because this, man, look, it's a lot y'all need to know, man. But see, they will use them. Your house will be a big ass playground. Just let me say, let me say it like that. Your home will be a big playground. They will use them to get to you. Like, so, if I'm in that burning sage, you gonna see them, bro. And I'm telling you, your light's gonna be going crazy in your house. That's how you gonna know spirit involved. You feel me? And they'll use them to basically, stop you from trying to get, trying to stop you from trying to get, get them up out of there. Right? But yeah, if you seeing a lot of buzz in your house, man, that's another thing you want to do. You want to try to cleanse your house or have somebody that come in that can actually cleanse your house, further protect yourself as well, and do a few things. I'm gonna tell y'all, this is why it's important for you to have your ancestral altar as well. I'm not gonna lie. And not to be just going up there always begging either, not always wanting something. You feel me? You need to have that and to be able to build a relationship with them, to talk to them when you got shit going on in your life and you can't talk to nobody else, man. You go up there and you give them their, give them your problems, you know what I'm saying? And you give them a little, something that's going to help them on the other side other than food, ancestral money, burn incenses for them, whatever the case may do. Whatever you do is your preference. But you need them around to be able to build that relationship, because when you go over there and you light candles for them and you leave them things like candy and stuff like that, y'all, you have to understand you're strengthening your connection with them, you're strengthening your spirit and things like that. It's the purpose for why we do. And I'm gonna get the God over because he be cutting up, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but I want y'all to know everything you do, it's a purpose to why we do it. You be practicing these things, you don't even know it. If you ever partook in a candlelight burning for a deceased loved one, if you did a balloon release, all of those things are for a reason, y'all. You doing all that because you're strengthening the soul of your ego, your agun, okay? Your ancestor, because when you transition, you become an ancestor. You see what I'm saying? So you strengthening the soul of them by lighting those candles for them and doing the release for them, because you're using the element of air, right? And that element, is something that they can see. And so you helping them ascend, you know, you helping them ascend. And so, and something else, y'all, throughout my studies and things that I'm learning, right? For those of you who have like, if somebody in a transition in your life and you have them in a metal, like, what do you call those things, y'all? For the ones of y'all who like to go out and get y'all people cremated, you put them in those, I can't think of the name, y'all. You stopping them from elevating. You stopping their soul from leaving here. You stopping them from elevating and ascending to where they need to go to and getting higher up in the heavens. You feel me? So you shouldn't be putting them in a yearn. Yeah, that's what it is, Kevin Turner. A yearn. You don't need to be doing that. You need to allow them to be released. You need to pour them out somewhere and let them go. You know what I'm saying? So that they can ascend. But yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, you need to have that in your home, though. Make sure y'all doing them answers. A lot of people be afraid, and that's because of what it is that we've been taught. But I want you to know you're strengthening your ancestors, and when you need them, they gonna come through. They gonna come. When you need them, they gonna come through. When you go up there and you really, really need them, they gonna come through. Because you've built that relationship with them. You ain't just go up there and you ain't always just want something when you went up there. You feel what I'm saying? You actually took the time to, put the water up there, to light the candles. You actually did those things. You feel me? So, yeah, with that being said, I advise y'all to do that, okay? And if you seeing any bugs and stuff, again, go get somebody who can tell you what's going on. That can help you identify what it is that's actually happening in there and what it is that you need to do to get rid of it, okay? And also to protect yourself, okay? But I will tell y'all, there's a few things I'm gonna show y'all in terms of how y'all can, really, and it's common things, right? But at the same time, if you have a lot of heavy anxiety, this is gonna be another one. Heavy anxiety, y'all. That is a tall tale sign of a demonic attack that's being put on you. You have to understand, bro, you're not naturally anxiety. You're not naturally someone that's has a lot of anxiety. We not built that way, y'all. We ain't supposed to be running around here, chest always beating fast. You know what I'm saying? You can't breathe. That's an attack that's being had on you. You see what I'm saying? And I really do really feel like you drunk your poison when you did that. So somebody could have put some in your drink, because you have to understand these are pills and potions. Don't sin. You know what I mean? So somebody put your anxiety in a bottle. They put your potion. You drunk your spirit. That's what you did. You see what I'm saying? Say, Julie Ramos say I did that. I get that randomly. Yeah, you need a spiritual bath. When you do something like that, you can easily detach. It's baths that you can do to easily detach. For me, if you're having like some form of anxiety, you having those type of attacks, that ain't nothing to really go crazy about. You know what I'm saying? You can easily uh, uncross yourself from certain, well, I ain't gonna say easily, but you know, it's certain things you can actually uncross yourself from, and baths can help for it. You know what I'm saying? But something like anxiety, yes, that would be it. You can soak that away, okay? But at the same time, anxiety, you know, you're not someone that's always gonna be anxious. You're not naturally anxious. Ain't nobody in this realm of reality that's naturally anxious. Okay, I'll never forget, man, I was running around here heart beating fast, y'all. Not knowing why it is that my heart beating fast, why it is I'm so anxious, why it is I'm so afraid. You know, this is all what I tell you about the mental warfare, the mental oppression, the intrusive thoughts. You know, you running around here afraid, your heart beating fast, so on and so forth. This is a spiritual attack. Okay, it's a demonic energy that's being used to make you be afraid, to make you have anxiety. They have been assigned to you. Someone has actually assigned the spirit of anxiety on you, the spirit of fear on you. Somebody has assigned these things to you. You see what I'm saying? These are not the things that you have. I was running around here going crazy, y'all. I was like, everybody trying to kill me. You see what I'm saying? Because I didn't know. And if somebody else around me knew, they didn't inform me, which I believe they did, okay? Because I know personally, man, look, I ain't gonna say too much, but at the same time, like, yes, you know, somebody are assigning these spirits to you. You are not crazy. You are not afraid, because even when we get into biblical context, what does it say? The Most High has not given you the spirit of fear, but one of love, power, and sound mind. So if you believe that and you know that, then you know that anything that's not of love, power, and sound mind comes from the enemy. You see what I'm saying? I say, you feel me? It comes from the enemy, y'all. And that's what they're gonna do. I keep telling you, the mental warfare is a spiritual warfare. They're gonna wage war on you spiritually, on you mentally first, because the idle man is what? The devil's playground. I know y'all done heard y'all grandma say that. You see what I'm saying? So another thing is, man, if you're having demonic dreams, if you're having dreams that you're being chased, if you're having dreams that a dog is chasing you, if you're having dreams somebody trying to feed you, if you're having dreams that somebody is trying to come in and lay you down, if you're having dreams in any way, form, or fashion that is not aligned with your higher self, that is a demonic spirit that's coming in and trying to get down on you. You're being attacked. A lot of times when people try to attack you using spells and things like that, they try to attack you during your sleep, during the witching hours, because they know that during those hours is going to intensify the energy in the spell anyway, y'all, okay? And 9 times out of 10, you're going to be asleep. This is why it's so careful. Like, this is why it's so important for you to know who it is that you got around you, because oftentimes, you know, these demons, if they can't astro project, if these people ain't to the spiritual point of where they can astro project into your home and actually be the monitoring spirit themselves, they will send people in to be monitoring spirits. You see what I'm saying? And they'll be telling them your every move, what time you go to sleep, and all that, y'all. And so, and this is why they'll know, right, that this is, and they look, they'll tell them these type of things, right? And so this is why they know that you're asleep. You see what I'm saying? This is how they'll know you sleep and when to attack you. If they ain't, like I say, astral projecting themselves into your room, because it's some very powerful people out here that can actually astral project into your room. I know. And if you watch me on YouTube or on Facebook, you actually seen somebody astral project themselves into my live one day. You see what I'm saying? John Franklin say, much peace and love, no notification on this live, and I have a notification on, all notifications on. Wow. That's what they do, y'all. But yeah, with that being said, another thing, y'all, sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is going to be another tall tale sign of somebody doing a demonic attack on you, y'all. If you somebody that's you sleep and what they call is a witch riding your back, that's somebody that's doing a spiritual attack on you, and you most definitely need to be, you know, aware of it. Okay, it's plenty of things you can do after you've done got up out of there, but at the same time, you know, like I said, it's things you can put under your bed that can stop these people from coming to you. Because spirits ain't gonna come to us certain things, y'all. You see what I'm saying? They don't like to come to us certain things. All right. Another thing, if you're experiencing a lot of blockages as well, okay? If you're somebody that is experiencing a lot of blockages, like things are not going right in your life, and you know you don't know why it ain't going right in your life, so on and so forth, I want you to understand that's somebody else. They working on you. They using spirits, y'all, to come in and stop things from happening in your life. When we talk about your finances, if it seems like every time you get paid, your money is leaving, yeah, that's somebody that's coming along and they using the spirit to come in and try to make your life harder. That's what they doing. Okay? You need to know that. Another thing is gonna be mood swings. If you know you're not always angry and all of a sudden you angry, I can guarantee you with somebody coming in and they trying to, you know what I'm saying? If you yelling, screaming at your kids, saying things you know you don't normally say, guess what? That's somebody who is coming in and trying to attack you in some way, form, or fashion. Yeah, and they're using the deity. They're assigning the deity to you to attack you. Okay? Another thing is gonna be constant headaches, y'all. Okay, I tell y'all about the constant headaches, and you will know if it's a spiritual attack because guess what? You done went to the store, you done got all type of Tylenol and everything else, and the whole time it ain't working. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole spiritual attack that's being had on you. That's a demon. Somebody is trying to, you know, and it could be a dial that they got on you because whenever you got a dial on you, you gonna feel like sometimes you gonna feel like something is just poking you in some way, form, or fashion. You see what I'm saying? And some people will sit there and poke you in your head. These people crazy, man. You feel me? These people crazy. But see, they don't be knowing, bro, what they do gonna come back on them. And that's why half the time shit be going wrong in their life and they think it's you waging war. The whole time, they dumb ass done went out and brought this demon into their house, right? With somebody, they let somebody else come and do some magic and bring it into their house. Is you all right? Keep telling y'all, you can't be out here accepting gifts from everybody, man. People be attaching things to gifts, man. Let me see. Like I just said, yeah, you feel like everything, I just say everything you touch goes wrong, y'all. That's another thing you need to know. Because everything you touch will go wrong, y'all. I literally mean that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything that if you feel like you had just a straight day of everything going wrong in your life, y'all, I can guarantee you it's an attack in some way, form, or fashion. Car broke down, that's somebody who's doing that. You know what I'm saying? Then after your car broke down, you feel me? A bunch of other things happen. You feel me? Earl Sanders. I just gave a solution. Did you just hear what I just said? He asked, do you give a solution? Did you hear what I just said, Earl Sanders? Or did you just join the live? If you just joined the live, you could have asked, can you give me a solution to it? Huh? I just was on here, like, come on, man. If you gonna come here with some respect, man. Don't just come in here, bro, you know. I just told you what you need to do. You can go see some people. I just told you. You feel me? Hey, y'all, it's so crazy because I got some people just sitting down and acting like they sitting on the, ain't nothing right there, y'all. They just sitting there with their child and they watching me. But yeah, here it is right here though, y'all. Like I say, contact everything. Now look, the next sign is gonna be if your protection keeps falling. So if you have anything like crystals and things, okay? If you have excuse me, I should have been had my shit on out. Okay? Yeah. If you have crystals or whatever protection you use, I don't care if it's a cross. Because a cross can be anointed and it's a very powerful tool, y'all, okay, if it's anointed the right way. So even if you have a cross, right, and you got it on you and it's falling off your neck and it's breaking in any way, form, or fashion, that's somebody that's waging war on you. It's a tall tale saying, I don't care what it is that you have. You see what I'm saying? Whatever you using to protect yourself, if your rings or whatever they break or whatever the case may be, that's going to be a tall tale sign that you're under spiritual attack. That's most definitely Boss P-Town Prince. You feel me? So, yeah. Now I say, now if you got bruises and things like that on your body as well, if you got a whole bunch of bruises and stuff and you feel like they came from nowhere, now and I got a video I want to share, which I don't know if I'm gonna share it over here or if I'm gonna share it on Facebook. It might be on Facebook, y'all. But if you are waking up and you have scratches on your back, y'all, yes, you most definitely have to know that you're being attacked in your sleep in some way, form, or fashion, or you just got demons, y'all, that's strong enough to come through and leave those marks. So somebody could be using the spirit animal as well to try to attack you. Okay, so that's something else you need to do in terms of like, yeah, get up and go get some help. You feel me? Like I said, if you don't know how to, protect yourself from that, then you can also go get somebody, go to a terrorist, somebody that's been doing it for 15, 20 years. Go get a reading, and I guarantee you they're gonna jump. If they've been doing it and they good at what they doing, they're gonna tell you what's going on. They're gonna say, hey, yeah, you got somebody that's waging war on you, somebody did something to you, and they're gonna give you a straight solution. They're gonna tell you whether you need a bath, they're gonna tell you where you need to go get the water from to do the bath, what ingredients that you need, if they don't give it to you themselves. Okay, to get it off. If you need to, or if they need to do it another way, if they need to cut a chicken head, whatever they need to do, you see what I'm saying? They gonna show you what they need to do. They gonna do it for you. Uh, you feel like Earl Sanders, you feel like you being attacked? I think you could put I would say allspice. Allspice seeds can go into your bed. That'd be good for it too. You know what I'm saying? If you put allspice or mustard seeds as well. Mustard seeds, especially if you're having a hard time sleeping, mustard seeds will be good. But allspice would be one. Put allspice because it's gonna most definitely um kind of rattle your people up. But if you wearing certain things, it won't come through. It's real powerful things. The spirit won't even come through. Okay, certain metals and things like that, they won't even come toward them. You see what I'm saying? So if you've been doing this like certain things and they won't even come toward them. A lot of people wear their pentagrams and things like that. Excuse me. But yeah, you can't do that. Say you think this witchcraft, Jay? I say you think this witchcraft, man? Look, my ancestors, man. We don't call this shit witchcraft. This is not witchcraft, y'all. You may associate it with that way if that's what you want to call it, but I know in our culture that ain't what we call it. We not witches at all. You hear what I'm saying? We don't associate with that. You feel me? Whether you want to know it, believe it or not, this is our ancient knowledge, bro. This is the shit that's being used against you on a day-to-day basis. Every time you looking at that motherfucking TV and they doing chakra magic on you through the television, color magic, so on and so forth. We don't associate with that shit. We don't call, and that's really an insult, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And the last but not least, if you somebody that's having like disturbed sleep patterns, if you can't get no sleep and it's on and off and you tired, that's the enemy coming for you with using the demon as well to tie you down in some way, form, or fashion to keep you, from sleeping so that they can keep you tired. Because then again, look, it's gonna stop you from getting up and receiving your blessings and being able to do whatever it takes to get up and manifest. Okay? And so I want y'all to take heed to all of these, y'all. These are very important things that you need to know in terms of whether you're under demonic attack or not, because you're gonna run around here, y'all, going crazy. And this is what you need to know. Whether you feel that way or not, you need to be reading it. You need to be researching on it. Whether you feel like it's witchcraft or not, whether you feel like it's demonic or not, you need to be reading up on it. You want to know why? Because how are you going to defeat your enemy if you don't know who the enemy is? If you don't know what the enemy is using against you? See, the problem is when it comes to religion, y'all, and look, I'm not, and this is my thing, right? When it comes to a certain form of religion, okay, they fear you away from it. I say fear you. They fear you. They fearmonger you away from going and looking into these type of things. Okay, and they do that, in my opinion, unknowingly. Because if they were smart, they would be showing you and teaching you these things in a church so that you would be able to protect yourself. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you will be able to protect yourself. How you gonna defeat your enemy if you don't know who the enemy is and what it is that they using? You feel me? Y'all better wake up, bro. Don't let nobody fear you and make you afraid to the point of where you thinking you should be running from this type of information when you really look, nothing is really good and nothing is really bad. Understand that. The whole good and evil concept, bro, that's all a man-made concept. Nothing is really good because you have 72 demons and you have 72 angelic beings in you. That's a balance. That's what's called balance right there. Balance is necessary. The sun balances the moon out, right? Excuse me. Right? That's what the sun is here for, to balance the planet out. Why you think that for every man that there's a woman, that brings balance, right? That's all about balance. That's what the relationship, when you can get in the relationship and the woman understand and the man understand that we ain't here to rule over one another, but we here to bring balance to one another, then the relationship hit different because now we're basing our relationship based on the balance that we bring to one another. You see what I'm saying? That's what we doing. it hit different. But I want y'all to know, man, these are the things that you need to know, no matter what way you look at it. Because whether you want to believe it or not, you walking around here, oh, this love and light. It's love and light. I love you. I'm finna elevate. I'm finna meditate. Whole time you running into somebody that don't like you. Because they see how blessed and highly favored you are by the Most High. Yeah, they see how, easy it is for you to manifest through your thoughts, your words, and your actions. See, because you have to understand, you don't need none of this. If you're really powerful, you won't need none of those things to help manifest and bring things into your life. All you have to do is think and speak it, and so it is. You see what I'm saying? Because you powerful. And people see that and they want that. See, those are the ones that's running around here and putting these dials on people. These are the ones who, taking that type of work and, without doing their investigation and things like that, y'all. Those are the ones you need to be worried about. Kevin Turner say, you speaking facts, Big G. That's big facts. I'm telling y'all, man, look, 5 years, y'all. I ran around here not knowing, and my spiritual team was like, that's enough. It's over with. I told y'all, I gave y'all permission to do it one time to wake them up. But guess what? Y'all done went overboard. Y'all done went overboard. Now I got to shake some shit up. It's enough. Enough is enough. And so, that's why I had to go into hermit mode. I had to learn those type of things. I had to really sit down. And you know what? The Most High wanted me to go through those things so that I could come out here and get you prepared, for that war. Because that's the assignment, y'all. To get you prepared. Because like I said, we finna witness some things that ain't, look, I can guarantee you, man, next year, man, it's gonna be outrageous, y'all. Because they've already completed the last 5 years of their 2020 goal. So here it is, we're coming up on 2025. Now they have a 2025 agenda. And then they want something to be done by the year 2030, y'all. And I can guarantee you, whatever it is they want to be done ain't gonna benefit you. It ain't gonna benefit you. And I can guarantee a lot of the things that they're gonna be coming up against you with is gonna be the same things that they telling you that's evil. See, because these are the same things that they've been using to come up against you your whole life. And every other time you reincarnated on this plane of planet. Yeah, your ancient knowledge. They took that knowledge and they began to use that against you to the point of where they they put you deep, deep in the spell of sleep. You don't know whether you coming or going. Okay? So with that being said, man, let he who has eyes hear clearly, man. I mean, see clearly. He who has ears hear clearly as well. Y'all better wake up, y'all. The time is now. Ain't nobody finna keep playing with y'all, man. I keep telling y'all, bro, it's a war going on in the Astros. How do I know that? I astro projected up there and I seen it myself. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a war that's finna get ready that's going on up there right now, and it's already spilling over down here. Okay? And I know what my assignment was. If you've been following me and you ain't just came across me on this page, then you know what my assignment was. I'm in my assignment right now. I'm preparing you. So whether you want to believe it's witchcraft or whatever the case you want to believe, to each his own. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's something that you need to learn or you're going to fall victim to it every time. Yeah, and on a larger scale, because when the shit hit the fan, I can guarantee you're going to be here to see it. You ain't going to be able to defend yourself. But I do know that my message, bro, and what it is that I bring to the table ain't for everybody, y'all. It ain't for everybody. And if you in here, please pound that like button. Because there's some people out here that need to hear this, man. And I can guarantee you, man, I done went through 1,000 of these people out here, y'all. I done talked to 1,000 of these people. And that's why I'm finna get some real people over here that's gonna enlighten y'all. They got way more knowledge than me as well. That can tell you some things about this. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro, it's a lot of people out here that y'all like and they very popular. And I'm not hating on nobody, man, but they water down. They're not teaching you nothing. They're not giving you no real information. That's real talk. They're not giving you the information that you need that's going to actually show you how to protect yourself in the midst of a spiritual war. All right? But with that being said, man, look, shout out to everybody who came over here. Like I said, we're going to be over here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, y'all. Make sure you here. You need to beat me here. Don't meet me here, man. Every Sunday at 7:45, man. And I might do a few pop-up as well, man. But I want y'all to get used to seeing me over here, because every time we come over here, we gonna cut up. Every time we come over here, I'm gonna drop them jewels, y'all. Big facts. I ain't gonna never pump fake and make it seem like I know everything, but whatever I do know, y'all, I can guarantee you gonna be right here with me learning, and I'm gonna give it to you. And you know what I'm saying? When I get my website up, which will go up a little sooner, we're gonna get a little bit more hands-on. Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit more hands-on when it comes to identifying certain things, so on and so forth, all right? And with that being said, Amber Mitchell say, God keep preaching, speak that truth. Oh, that's big facts. That's big facts, Amber. You know I ain't gonna stop. I gotta do what I gotta do, y'all. I gotta do what I gotta do. This is what I was called to do, and I'm gonna do it, all right? So with that being said, like I said, I just wanna leave y'all as I came. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy. Always creates elevation. Ashe.